Okay, so here's page 135 of the workbook. We're going to start with this one in F minor. We have our one chord. Here we have a chromatic alteration. We have F, A, C, E flat. That is a chromatically altered chord. It does form an F7, F, A, C, E flat was a major triad with a minor seventh. So this is a 5-7 of something. And in fact, with the E flat in the bass, it's a 5-4-2 of something. F7 is 5 in B flat minor. B flat minor is 4 in the key of F. So it's 5-4-2 of 4. And as expected, it goes to 4-6. So 5 of 4 almost always goes to 4. 4-2 has a seventh in the bass, which resolves down to the third of the chord of resolution. So it's typically a first inversion chord. If you wanted to give that note some weight, you could analyze E, B flat, and D flat here as an incomplete 7 chord. Let's just view it as a neighbor note, however, for now, especially since this is a 1-6-4, passing 6-4, filling in down to 2 half diminished 6-5. This is that passing 6-4 we see so commonly, often linking two inversions of the same chord. Here it's linking to functionally equivalent chords, but do you see here D flat, C, B flat, and B flat, C, D flat? We've got the voice exchange going on right here. Okay, and 2 half diminished 6-5 takes us to a 5 chord. Seventh gets added on here, and 1 through to the end. If we look at this in terms of functional harmony, we have our tonic. Here's our dominant and our final tonic. This chunk right here is our predominant, because this is a passing chord connecting two different predominant harmonies. And this right here is just tonicizing the predominant. All right, so let's take a look at Kulau. C major starts on a 1 chord, ends, I see 5-7 to 1. So here there's a lot of moving parts in the right hand. The left hand, however, is fairly simple, fairly stationary. So if we're in doubt as to what's going on in a chord, let's base our analysis off of the left hand. Here we can look at this spot, and we've got G, B, D, and F. So that's a 5-6-5 going back to 1. And here, okay, if you look at this spot, you see F, G, D, C. You can switch those notes around as much as you want, rotate them. You're never going to find a triadic harmony, okay? But if you just think about G and F and the fact that here we had G, B, D, F. Here we could have G, B, D, okay? All of these notes in the right hand, except for the C and the A, fit in the G7 harmony. So this is a 5-4-2. This C right here is held over from the previous measure and then resolves down. This A is a neighbor note down to the B. It's a melodic embellishment. 5-4-2 resolves to 1-6. And now we get a chromatic alteration. So here we've got A, C sharp, and G. And do you notice this is an incomplete chord? And this is an A7, which is 5, 7 of something. A is 5 in the key of D. D is 2 in the key of C. So this is 5, 7 of 2 going to 2. Because this 5, 7 of 2 was incomplete, the 2 chord can be complete. And now this spot here does this exact thing in the key of 2. So 2, 5, 6, 5 of 2 to 2, 5, 4, 3 of 2 to 2, 6. Okay, so now another way to analyze this spot would be to show this as to more clearly show the parallelism with this spot over here. And in this spot, we could write 5, 7 to 1, 5, 6, 5 to 1, 5, 4, 3 to 1, 6, all of 2. And that way, this analysis and this analysis would be exactly the same. We would see that we do the idea on C, and then we do the exact same idea sequenced up a step in the C major scale to the key of D minor. Okay. So now here we continue back to C, so we don't get pulled too far away from our tonic, and we get a 2, I'm going to say a passing 7 right there, 5, 7, and 1, and now we get a series of secondary dominants. Right here, E, G sharp, B, D, that's E7, E7, okay, my cat is being a problem again. 5, 7, out of here, get, go on. E is 5 of A is 6, 5, 7 of 6 to 6. Here we have C, E, G, B flat. That's a C7 chord. C7 is 5 of F major. F is 4 in the key of C, so this is a 5, 7 of 4. And here we have a 2 chord going to a cadential 6, 4. And we get a 7 clearly stated here, taking us through and back to 1. This is interesting. You might remember a fairly common progression where we go 1, 6, 4, and then to 5. Okay. And this does that same progression, but adds a little secondary dominant to each of them. Embellishes it with a circle of fifths motion. These two are secondary dominants. This one is a diatonic predominant. Okay, so that's the Kuhlau sonatina and the 2 analyses for page 135. I will post a scan of this analysis sheet as well.